Hello everyone, it's PrussianPrince with the RTK Civil War for 2024. Well, at least one RTK Civil War. I'm guessing this is the only one for this year because there's not much left. But who knows? One every year? Biannually? Who knows? Anyway, with me we have Big JP, Flying Dustman, and Lord Chickenfeed. I'm gonna pop it off over to Big JP so he can talk more about what the RTK Civil War is and how this draft thing that we're doing right now is gonna be working like. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with an Adelmo quote, which is
Oh no.
I'll cheerio, folks. I'll love you and leave you. Well, I don't know if that first part was Adelmo. Maybe I got it from somewhere else, but the second one is definitely Adelmo with the love you and leave you. But yes, all right, over to you, Big JP.
All right, thanks, PrussianPrince. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first RTK Civil War draft, at least of 2024. I'm sure we've had a Civil War in the past, but this is the first one in recent memory. I'm really excited to be here today with all of you. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. We put a lot of work into doing this, and I think it's going to be a blast. Let me quickly introduce our team captains. We have Lord Chickenfeed. You want to just say hello there?
Yes, hello. I am team captain of Lord Chickenfeed's team.
That's right. And of course, you know him, our guy Dustman here. Say hello, Dustman.
Hello, I'm the broom guy on the picture.
And I want to start with a little inspiration that when I was putting together this graphic, I think I captured your essences. I searched for German chicken and broom with face, and I think that really sums up who both of you are.
I like how the broom has no life in his eyes. Very fitting.
Before we get started here, let's quickly just go over what we're trying to do, what the point of this is, and how we're going to go about doing this. So what we're here to do is to determine which players are going to be on which teams, who is going to be facing whom, what maps we're going to be using for this match, for this event, and finally, the most difficult part, what factions are going to be played into each other and assigned to which players. So as far as the process for this, our roles in it are as follows. My role is going to be as purely as a guide and updating the spreadsheet that's going to show all of this information in real time. Everybody who's watching, you'll see that soon. When it comes to the decision making on who's on which team, who's anything else, that's going to come down to our captains, and all decisions are going to be unanimous. If we do end up in a tiebreaker situation, I may weigh in to break that tie. So that's the plan here. Does that sound good so far?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, sweet. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to start by drafting first the conquest players. For those of you who signed up for either game mode, you've been distributed into one or the other already, and you'll see when the form and when the sheet comes up which bucket you ended up in. We're going to start by drafting conquest players, then domination players, finally the aspirants we have joining us for this event, and finally the 2v2. Each draft will start with a game of rock, paper, scissors, which will be best of 3 to determine who gets first pick. And then we're going to do a 1-1 draft just to keep things simple. One captain drafts one, then the other captain drafts another, and so on and so forth until all players are drafted. As far as matchups go, we're going to start with the draft order. So whoever gets picked first by Dust or Chicken, whoever gets first pick, will play against the player who got first pick, who was picked first by the other captain. Now, that's not a final order, so you may see your name up there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's where you're going to stay permanently. The plan is to make adjustments as we go. We'll start with the drafts, then we'll adjust for players if we feel it's necessary, and we may adjust again later when we have factions because maybe one player really likes a faction and the way they got lined up, it's a bad matchup faction-wise, so we make an adjustment there. So just be aware that this is a live document, not things aren't permanent until really we all agree that it is, or our captains agree, should say, that they're permanent. Does that sound good to everybody here?
Sounds great.
Yes, that's awesome.
Okay. Yep. Prince, you can go ahead and put on the sheet and you'll see, and so folks can see what we're talking about. Thank you for that. And all right, so let's start with our conquest draft. That's going to be our first one here. So here's how we're going to do the rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to say rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then I want you each to DM me either rock, paper, or scissors, and I will announce the winner of that round. We'll do best of 3, and let's try to keep it moving. So, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. We have paper for Dustman, rock for Chickenfeed. So first round goes to Dust. Rock, paper,
Yes.
scissors, shoot.
Alrighty.
All right. And we have paper from Chicken and scissors from Dust. So
I can read your mind.
yeah. All right. So first pick is going to the Dustman. So
Ooh.
from the conquest pool we have available, who will be your first draft?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Angel.
All right.
We're
Good
gonna
pick.
we're gonna go collect all the Skaven mains,
Oh.
even though it doesn't really make sense for going that direction.
All right. Love it. Next, Chicken.
I will grab sexy.
Zegzy. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine
Ooh.
pick.
Language alliance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Dust.
Stingers.
Stingies. Love my stingies. All right. A fine pick.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to contest this? Curio. Because I'm curious.
Wow.
Ooh.
You
All
worked
right.
that one, didn't you?
Oh god, I hope you can't hear me coughing.
Stingers.
It's fine. It adds character.
Great.
Oh wait, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
We would have sat in here and silenced another good 5 minutes if I didn't ask. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out how I can upset Chicken.
And now for the Tim swirl.
Yeah. Torsen.
Okay. All right.
Scarborough and blood for the blood god.
Ah, how did I forget Scarbrand? Damn it. I feel like I'm missing like a piece of clothing if I don't have a corn main in my lineup.
Well, let's hope it's not the underwear.
Yes, corn would represent underwear in this hypothetical. Very fitting.
And you're up, Dust.
Oh, shit. Wait, what was Chicken's pick? Oh, wait, Scarbrand. Wow. Wow.
Big brain time.
I'll catch up eventually. Do I get brownie points for picking JP? Because I'm going with JP.
Yeah, you get all the brownie points.
Good.
Auto
good.
win.
Yes, thank you.
Highly
yes, that's what we're
corrupt.
going for. Well, didn't Sun Tzu say if you just cheat, you'll be good?
Uh-huh. That
Okay,
was one of
cool.
his.
Well,
his
somebody
wise
said it. I
That's
don't know.
definitely
if
the
it was-
direction we're going.
So I'm collecting all the EU folks. Nalnish goes to my team.
Ooh.
All right, I like that.
Let's see. Do I still a Delmo? I don't think so.
Wait, who's even left now? It's
Oh, if you
Nerdist?
look on the
Uh,
matchups tab, you'll see who's left.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
this is
sorry, I meant to mention that. You can. My bad. Yeah, you can swap. I have everything here, so if you want to see, that's the master tab, if you will.
Okay, perfect.
glorious. I
Uh,
totally didn't miss.
Let's see. Oh, I'm taking Twerkman.
Hell yeah,
The twerkiest of men.
he is the
I
twerkiest of men.
cast Fireball.
I
A
probably
Delmo
came
it
back
is.
from the gas station. Nice.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
all right. I'm already seeing a potential matchup. Delmo. Drakens.
Dragster.
Always a good choice.
I need the encyclopedic knowledge.
Cubes. Why not cubes?
Hell
Nice.
yeah, the cubes.
Hmm. I'll grab Nurgles.
Nurgles.
Jeopardis.
Jeopardy.
Oh, dude, how is his name pronounced? I keep
I
calling him
have no
Gepard.
idea. I just call him Gep.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
Oh, Barry has come to sit on me. Hello, Barry.
Hi, Barry. Okay, I'm gonna
Hey,
keep stacking
JP.
my team with purple names so I can call admin disputes if I need to. I'm gonna go with Prince.
Nice. Our
Hello,
glorious host.
Leafy Lion.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
my
gonna wrap you in
decision
so
will
much
be-
like bureaucratic red tape if my team starts losing.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. We have our conquest initial draft. So,
Nice.
I figure we go through and just check things at the end, or do you want to do it as we go along? I think we should draft everything first. Does that sound
Yeah.
fair?
I'm good
Sounds
with that,
good.
honestly.
Okay, another round of rock, paper, scissors. So, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I don't know how to write.
Titanics.
You could just do S, P, or R is fine too.
Okay.
Makes
So
sense.
we have rock from dust and scissors from chicken. So that round
I
goes
am
to
not a.
dust.
Why
You
can't I
are.
be this good at Warhammer? What the shit? Oh my
If all
god.
games came down to rock, paper, scissors, you'd be the champion.
I am amazing
All right,
at this.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We have paper and for dust and scissors for chicken. So chicken gets that one.
No.
There goes your hot streak. Rock,
Damn it.
paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, we got paper from dust and rock from chicken. Dust picks first again.
At
All
least I'm
right.
winning at something.
The fate of the tournament comes down to these rock, paper, scissors.
Dust does not care where the copium flows from or the dopamine flows from.
Hey, we take those.
Okay, well, we're on you said domination now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need my representative from Clan Mulder, I think. I'm taking Platty.
Hell yeah. All right.
Timothy.
Timmy.
I'm going to pick the foulest matchup for Timmy. Just FYI.
Okay.
Big B's.
Bees. Fine choice.
Assemble the Zoomers, Charix.
Ooh, that Zoomer micro is no joke.
Oh no! I'm in the Grim. No! I'm in the Grim cards. Shit. Martinius.
Excellent.
That flame guy.
Whammy.
The Master of Flames.
Hey, he can't touch him. He's my
That was the
squire.
day the Fire Nation attacked.
No.
Yeah.
Alexander.
That guy's nuts. Hey.
I had to, sorry. Chimbambu.
Excellent.
Not the chimpanzee.
What?
Opal.
No, he's taking my zoomers.
Zoomers assemble with all their broccoli tops. Who'd you say? Cow?
Cow Z.
Oh, boo.
What happened? I don't work with cows.
Jokes are next level today.
Yeah. Explain sarcasm to me one more time.
I will take Valkanos.
Excellent choice. And congrats to Valk on his recent wedding. Mazel tov, congratulations.
Well played.
Still wondering why my invite never came in the mail.
After that last time, you've been
I
blacklisted.
will
Yeah.
respect his woman.
I can't handle my liquor, that's for sure. LVO.
Well, I think I'll go with Ketru then.
At least either way, I'm gonna get a pizza party out of this.
Wait, oh yeah, I did it right. Okay.
It's me, Elvio.
It's me,
Oh my God.
the Italian stallion himself. All right,
Yes.
awesome. So the aspirant matchups and the 2v2s are a little different because we're already determined who's on a good skill ranking. So basically, whoever picks first, well, I didn't think that through. Like basically, we want count games and Ash to play for Brosi and Mav. That's my thinking anyway. So let's do. So basically, whoever picks one, it kind of just determines who gets both. So
Okay.
right,
Fine.
you know what I mean? Like if you pick one, it'll only leave one left. So we'll do a rock paper scissors, and then your first choice gives you basically both first choices. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So rock paper scissors shoot. All right. We've got scissors and scissors. Go again. Rock paper scissors shoot.
That's probably
Scissors and scissors. We go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ooh, we got rock from dust and paper from chicken. So that one goes to chicken.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And dust does scissors and chicken does rock. So this one goes to chicken. Who do you want for your first pick?
Are we doing 2v2 or aspirants?
Aspirants right now. Aspirants. That sounds better.
Aspirants.
They aspire. Dude,
They...
why wouldn't they be aspirants?
Oh no, you're totally right. It also sounds much better. Aspirants. That's how I would say it in my horrible Midwestern accent. Aspirants.
Your games have been counted. I take count games.
All right. One of our newest aspirants. Very cool dude. And then that's going to be a match with Ash. And it's going to be domination. Oop. And then...
I feel slightly bad for count games. He just got drafted into the Civil War without knowing anything.
Oh, sorry. And then who's your second pick? Actually, you know what? That's fine. This pick will be Dust. That works out.
Give me the Maverick.
All right, you got your boy.
There's my corn main.
There you go. Everything is okay. You have your underwear back now.
Yes. Yeah. I am whole again.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do one more rock, paper, scissors. And for this one, we're just taking the whole team. So one team is going to be Plant and Achilles. The other team is going to be Iskander and Shira. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's see. Dust throws paper, chicken throws rock. This round goes to
No.
Dust.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dust throws scissors, chicken throws rock. This round goes to chicken. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
What's A?
A typo.
Dust throws paper and chicken throws scissors. Chicken
Shit.
takes this round. Most unfortunate.
Very
I
unfortunate.
take Houseplant and Achilles.
Yep, that's fair. All right. So for this one, just so everyone's aware in advance, it's going to be a land battle for the 2v2, and it is only worth 1 point. We're not doing extra points for 2v2s this time, so
Okay,
everybody knows. All right. So that's the player draft. So again, this list is not permanent. It's our starting list. Question we have now is, do we want to make any adjustments before we move into maps and factions?
Hmm.
Take a
So
look,
by-
take your time, no rush, and we can always make changes later. And I'm
By adjustments, do you mean we can haggle over which players we want?
no, the draft for players is done. It's the matchups we can adjust.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
All right,
unless we want to add a trading aspect, but that sounds complicated.
No, I'm fine with just moving. I mean, I'm good with my team.
Yeah, that's you have a great team.
Yes.
I'm on it, so you know it's gonna win.
Exactly. Yeah. I have administrative power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good to keep going then.
Yeah, I don't see any major bad person matchups. So
Yeah, and that was my hope that this would kind of naturally find its way. So let's see, we have how many conquests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so I can take the top 8 of these. I'm just randomizing which maps we got for
Okay.
conquest, and this is what we got. I don't know, seems fine to me. Doesn't have some of the ones we often default to, but that's not a bad thing, I think. You know. Yeah. All right. And then for domination, we'll do the same. Let me randomize the maps. All right. Oh, cool. You guys will be on Lustrian Narrows, the new one. Shout out to Opal Bear Black, who said who wants to explore some of these other maps that we're looking at from the Hippo just introduced. So I trust you guys, Dust and Chicken, to let me know down the line if we should start including more of them in the tournaments. But Hippo himself said he liked Lustrian Narrows, so that's one I tossed in already.
Lustrian's pretty good. I'm pretty happy to see that one in here.
All right, cool. Let's see.
ooh, Tim and Platya playing on Dustman's step.
And then for the 2v2, I'm thinking, I think what's the big one? Cliff of Beasts, right? Is better than
Yeah.
it's that or Peak Pass, but I think Cliff of Beasts is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less hilly. All right. So that's the maps. Look, are there any of these we want to change up? I think it's all good. You know.
Yeah.
I know Crossroads sometimes has issues. Maybe we take out Crossroads just because it is a tournament. And because sometimes one of the edges they won't run away, but we can replace it with something similar, like
Yeah.
Plains of the Dead. Seems good.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
To me, yeah. I mean, the maps look fine to me. In all honesty, like there's none of the really funky ones in here.
Why is the font different?
Yeah.
It says it's the same, but then one is bigger. I don't understand it. I'm just gonna write it out. Okay, cool. So, oh, that's the one I'm on. I didn't even realize. Okay, so now comes the hard part. The teams are easy. The factions are hard.
Yeah.
That's where We just gotta gronk it out. Do you guys want to take a little break, or you want to just power through?
Oh, I'm good to keep going.
Me
Yeah,
too.
we can go on.
All right, sweet. This is so far going very smoothly. So well done, everybody. And okay. So looking at the, and this is more of a collaboration than a draft, but we want to just work together. So I'm looking at people's faction preferences. Ah, good. Twerkman got them at the last minute. So I figured we'd start with ones that are less common and kind of build our way up from there. Like, for example, I think I'm the only one who picked Grand Cathay, right? So, oh wait, who else did? Twerkman did at the last minute. My whole system is falling apart.
That's okay.
So
I'll make it work.
here's another thing that we didn't fully discuss yet. Do we want to give factions? Do we want our like S tier factions to go to our players who are newer, or do we want to just put them on our like hardcore people?
That's a good question.
I personally don't care as much about that. I think it's more important to just have even matchups. So if
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
an
let,
even
let,
matchup between Tim and Platy is found with S tier factions, we take it. If we find it with some, I don't know, Slanesh, whatever,
okay.
we go ahead.
So maybe we do this. I just had an idea. I'm going to take the list of matchups and I'm going to randomize, and we'll go in that order for faction picks. So for the people, for the folks watching at home, we're going to do a limit of one faction per team, meaning that each team can only play a faction or field a faction once. Okay. Now this may not apply to the 2v2s. We'll decide when we get there and see where everything else is. But for 2v2s, when we do that, we're going to try to pick factions that don't create like a toxic sort of, no Festus blobs kind of deal. All right, so the one faction that is locked in, because I promised it to him, because it's the only one he plays, is Fabrosi with Vampire Coast. And then we can start with that, and then we'll randomize the order that we do it in. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, so you guys are my Dom people. And hey, for people who are watching this in the viewing party, if you want to throw something in the chat as far as into the Civil War Discord, as far as like if you think it's fair or not, we will keep an eye on it, right? I'm not saying we're going to do what you suggested, but we're going to keep an eye on it. So what do we think? Domination, what can play even into Vampire Coast? What sounds fair?
I think we did this before, but I would like to see Corn. Wait, no, that's very
Yeah.
lopsided for Corn, isn't it? Well, I haven't played it in a long time.
That would make sense because Mav likes Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think New Coast can do it. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not either on that. I would like to. I mean, Coast has a lot more play right now than I ever expected them to.
I'll just pay Scramble to figure the matchup out and then tell Fabros.
There we go.
Love it. Oh, we got to get that guy in the clan. He's such a good dude.
I have tried.
Oh, I know everyone's tried. I don't even play Dom, and I'm like, hey, so why aren't you RTK? Like, what's
I think he
going
likes
on here?
the attention we give him.
He likes being pursued. He's
Yes,
chase me,
I think
chase
so.
me. Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna randomize who's next. All right, next one will be Chark Stingers. So, how about this too? Let's switch order between the two of you for picking a faction for them first. Like, so let's say technically Fabrosi was on Chicken's team. So let's say Dust, looking at Stinger's responses, Who do you think you'd
What
like
do
for
you
him?
mean? Technically, he's on my team.
No, I mean he is on your team. Technically, you got first pick, even though you didn't get to pick it. So that's what I meant. Sorry. I love how everyone said we really want to be able to talk to each other during this thing, and then if you look at the the chat, everybody's muted.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so much to say. Yeah, but no,
This
this is fun.
love it.
So Dust, who do you want for Stingies?
And he's paired against Curio.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. Probably expected, but High Elves.
High Elves. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a Stingers classic. He was making High Elves work when they were doo-doo. I remember War Lions into War Wagons. Everyone's like, "What are you doing?" But it worked. Oh, I
Yes.
love Stingers. I love how he plays. All right, Curie. That sounded more Japanese than French, but okay.
Nani?
Now the unfortunate thing is I don't know what factions he plays. Wait,
If
how is
you
that?
look at the form response one sheet, you can see.
No, don't tell him that. Just let him pick some random faction.
I also got from Alfair, if you're interested, I can post this in the chat, like the most common conquest matchups that are picked in best of threes, and that does tend to go towards the more even ones, at least how people see them, not necessarily statistically. So I'm gonna copy paste that into our chat.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, it was really nice of him. So I have 2 posts here. Here's one, and so it'll say how many images. That's basically how many times and his bot picked up an
That's so
instance
freaking
of
cool.
that.
What?
I know. People who know how to
Okay,
use computers
so
are wizards.
I know, right?
I'll let Curio run with Dark Elves.
That seems like a good pick.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm assuming that's an even matchup. I low key have never seen that matchup ever
I
take
know
place.
the Dark Elves can struggle into triple Dragon Prince, that they do have a bit of a
that's
hard
right.
time
Okay,
there.
yeah, I've seen that.
So we may need to revisit that one, but I think it's not an uncommon matchup. Like it is
Yeah.
like if we're looking here in the chat of the, let's see, it'd be DE/HE. No, it doesn't let me search like that. Or is it HE/? Why don't they use our codes? Anyway. So that seems good. We may want to star it as a potential. We'll throw that down as a maybe needs adjustment.
Yeah.
I'll just highlight that yellow. Okay. So next person on the list is going to be our next people, are Cow, Z, and Opal Bear. So Chicken, pick someone for Cow.
I think
Cow and Chicken.
Greenskins works great for him.
Ooh.
Perfect. My beloved skins. I was hoping. I knew it wasn't gonna likely happen, but part of me was hoping a little bit I'd get the skins, but I know there's demand. All right, and what do you think's a good Dom counter into or not counter, excuse me, competitive brain. A good matchup.
Well, it's tricky because Opal's only got 3 factions. Ugh. I hate to give him that one. So Opal's got Greenskins, Corn, Ogre Kingdoms. I've already picked Corn, and then I'm assuming we're avoiding mirror matches.
Yeah, I think mirror matches aren't the most fun to watch. If Opal was on, we could hit him up. We could come back to it, right?
We can come. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like we can always come back to it. What's
right.
the map that those two are playing on?
Rifts at World's Edge.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Let's just we'll sound them ogres for right now. Then we probably need to play that out at some point, Chicken, because I haven't seen it with greenskin pointy sticks how bad it can be.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh right.
Yeah.
Greenskins have spears now.
Yeah.
Those things are gnarly.
Spears, Savage Orc Biggins, although maybe they get less play in Dom because of their price. But Spears and Spear Goblins are both pretty big problems for ogres.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be a maybe. Okay. Next one will be Adelmo and Twerks. So this pick goes to Dust, right? Yes.
I think so. All right, let's see what. Let me check what they were playing. I'm very. Oh no, I don't want to waste that on there. What the hell does the Delmo play? I've low-key never seen it.
Well, Delmo hasn't played for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I,
Hmm.
I
We're gonna
think,
give Torqueman Vampire Coast.
Okay. Okay.
Dwarves, lizards, Noska, counts, and warriors of Fairy. I think. Noska should have good play into coast, but
I think so.
also it's
I was thinking
Alright.
the same
Delmo.
thing.
I don't know how he plays. This
I,
is-
I mean, nobody does. He's a mysterious guy,
Norska's also fairly straightforward, so that might be beneficial for him.
and it's been around since Warhammer 1, so that's also a good thing. And it hasn't changed since Warhammer 1.
Yeah, I'll go with Noska.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Next one will be Scarbrand and Torreson. I like that matchup.
Ooh, I do too.
So I have to pick a faction now for Scarbrand.
Hmm.
Very difficult question. I think Korn might be fitting
Oh,
for
you
him.
think so? I bet if he's on right now, I bet he's pretty. Oh, there he is. Yep, I bet he's pretty happy about that. So, all right, for Tori.
I have no idea. How the heck are frickin' Dark Elves in the Corn?
Mr.
I've
Country
never
Roads
seen that.
himself. For anyone who was there at our karaoke challenge, he laid down some fat tracks about tractors or something. I don't know.
Tractors. Yes, I like it. I've no. Do Dark Elves have some play in the Corn in Conquest?
Yeah, I think it used to be Dark Elf favored, but with the corn adjustments, it's definitely a match. I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're probably on some of these Conquest matches. I don't know how they are on.
No, totally.
I want to hold on to those two. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go Dark Elves.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a fair pick.
I'm gonna hold on for dear life to that Wood Elf and Tomb King faction.
Alright. Yeah. No, that's a good point. And Tomb Kings are probably, top pick for both versions. Oh, I included Chickenfeed in the list. Oh, I guess that means you're next. So Chicken, you get to, or no, Dustman, you get to pick for yourself.
Oh God,
Pressure's on.
I don't even know what I fucking selected. Wait, what did you select, Chicken?
What are my preferences? Oh yeah, you can see chickens too.
See, this is where the panic is induced.
See, if you try to counter pick my range on the form, I will just go with something else.
There you go.
That's a valid point.
I have 2 weeks to practice any matchup.
This is true. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Stop thinking, that's bad. That hurts your brain.
Mm-hmm. Just sit there and look pretty, Dust, okay?
I look like a hot mess right now.
Never.
Let's go Lizardmen.
All right.
Man.
How are Lizard in Dom? Are they decent?
They've definitely taken they're. I
took the
consider
same
them like
knocks
kind of
in
a B tier faction.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like they're not like crazy good anymore, but like they're still respectable. They're still play there.
Okay. Yeah, they took a pretty big hit in LB, or excuse me, Conquest.
Yeah.
Is it fine if I just say Beastman?
No, you do not get that. No. I was there when we wrote the strategy for that. No.
You were there 3,000 years ago.
When the strength of men failed.
Yeah.
Well, more the strength of lizards.
Mm.
That matchup was
Mm,
traumatizing.
what is a fair matchup into lizards? How about lizard man?
That would be
yeah. we
Um,
just have two Dreadsaurians duking it out.
uh,
Would be a great way to
mm,
kick the whole thing off.
It would be.
I can just see Turin.
hmm,
Oh, we have a haggard Dreadsaurian. Two dreaded haggard
Dude.
dreaded Saurians.
Okay, Chicken, we can only take Essies for our battle. How about that?
No.
Gonna make this cancerous.
no. Who's fair into Lizardman actually? Is Skaven even into lizards?
We've both played it. You know it's not.
Right, I've played it.
Again, we created the build for that one.
Right.
This is why I picked Lizardmen, because all the factions you pick I think are good into them. So I wouldn't throw a wrench into your factions.
Well, what is fair then? What the heck? I am
Mm,
confused.
How was Corn Lizards? Didn't you? You didn't like that.
Well, I've picked corn already.
mhm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can see on the matchups page what's still remaining for each team. Chaos Dwarves?
Ooh, that is a spicy one.
I don't know if it's even, but I can try it.
We can always come back to it. We
Yeah,
can-
we'll
If
we'll
I
mark
find
that.
after 2 days, wait, I'm lost, I will bug you into changing it.
Okay. All right. Dust picked first there, so our next one is Kiryu. And no, we did that one already. How did that end up on the same? Or did I put it in the wrong place? No. That's right.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. I did something. Wait. We already did Kiryu.
Yeah, we picked for Stingers and Kiryu.
Yeah. Oh, I did something wrong, but that's okay. No, everything's going perfectly well. Next one is going to be Charix and Big B's.
Oof,
And first
okay.
choice goes to Chicken.
Wood elves.
Okay, we're not
Brutal.
gonna do that one. Let's see.
Just go Kislev. What could possibly go wrong?
A lot. Isn't it isn't this the matchup that Bees and Hippo fought? Was Kislev Wood Elves?
I think so.
How'd that work out?
I think Bees narrowly lost with Wood Elves.
Redemption song?
Yeah.
Beastman?
Yeah, but I know Charx knows exactly how to play that matchup. Is what scares me.
Hmm.
He's very familiar with both of those.
Jarix knows all 24 matchups of Wood elves very well.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah. All right, what do I have? Kislev. And hold on, what's the map? Let's see.
Lustrian Narrows, a new one. Or no, sorry. Glade of the Everqueen.
Let's go Dwarves.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Does our event have a limit on gyros?
That is a great question.
Yes, we are top organized.
I have a feeling that Big B's is going to want another faction other than that. We might have to come back to that one.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my headset was being stupid. We're going to use the same overlays for the Conquest and Dom that we use for my tournaments, because I think those are all pretty solid. So if anyone's looking for the rules, they can just look at any of the Conquest or Dom tournaments that we host. Same rules on both. For unit restrictions and rules, and then for the 2v2, we're going to use the rules that we are using for the joust. So it should be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
So what are we thinking into the wood elves?
Wolves should be fine with the gyro limit.
Okay. Yeah, which is 2 steam. Yeah, okay. Next one is Nalnish and myself, and first pick goes to Dust.
Okay. Hmm. I don't even know what you play, JP. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
Grand Cathay.
Yeah, Cafe.
I think from
And
what
then
I
that.
have there, it's the only one that's not in high demand and also not what's it called? What it doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll go with Cafe.
Yeah, cool. So trying to think of what's decent into Cathay that you have left here.
So Nalnish wants a lot of things. Beastman, Greenskin, Skaven, Tomb Kings, Coast, Warriors of Chaos. Skaven? Is that even? Is that Skaven favorite? Is that
I've actually had pretty decent games with that recently with the Skaven changes. I think that's playable. Well, Skaven, I think Skaven has an advantage, but I think that is playable. Yeah. So, well, historically, Skaven kind of crushes Cathay. So, and Cathay has taken nerfs lately. So we could put it there as a placeholder.
how is Wok Cathay?
I think that's pretty bad for walk. At least
Yeah,
historically.
like that's what I was thinking as well, and I've
Yeah.
already given out Coast, Beastmen, and Greenskins, and Tomb Kings into Cathay seems like, in my mind, more favored for Tomb Kings.
Yeah, I'd say so. Let's see. What does Nalnish have as his picks? I think he just said it, but let me look. We're gonna start getting into the nitty gritty here. No. Nalnish, where are you? Okay. I think it's Skaven favored, but I'd be down to try it if we don't find another, if we don't need Skaven somewhere else, because Skaven are really solid in land battles, or excuse me, in
Yeah, I don't even know how that matchup goes in Conquest. Like I know Skaven are really favored in Dom in the Cafe, but I don't know if like the dynamics are shifted if
Yeah.
Cathay's not having a slow walk on the points late in the game.
Right. I've seen a couple different versions of it, and I've seen it be close. But I've
Yeah,
also
I see some funky stuff on like Human Boy stream, at least in Land Battle of Cathay and the Skaven.
I've also played it before where I was playing Skaven into Cathay, and then I messed up royally, but still managed to win the game. So there is
Yeah,
some...
like Skaven still need to execute properly. If they fuck up, it can really throw a wrench in the plan. So yeah, okay. I mean, we can always come back to it as well if we need to.
Yeah,
adjust
we'll leave
it.
that as a TBD.
I'm fine with that.
Or not TBD, but like, questionable. All right.
Yeah.
So next one is Ketru and who's Cat with? LVO. And the first pick here goes to Chicken.
Petru asked for Beastmen, Chaos Dwarfs, Skaven, Tomb Kings.
This is one of our dominate. Okay, this is the domination one.
I'll let him run with Chaos Dwarfs.
Okay, I mean, you have Chaos Dwarves in, but that might make sense to find something else for the Lizards since he actually wanted Chaos Dwarves.
Wait, I forgot that I put then let him run with Beastman.
Okay.
No, JP, damn it. Okay, fuck that up. That's
Well,
fine.
we can also switch. We can give him Cursed Wolves and me the Beastman.
No, then I'll be switching my faction. I am not fighting your beastmen with lizards ever again. I've played that enough to know how lopsided it is to beastmen. Okay, what is LVO? A range on Mr. LVO. How's Norska into beastmen? I would imagine that they. You know what? No, Synagors probably tear up skin wolves, don't they?
I think the greater issue is that the new boar herds eat the Norska front line.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot it. Which is wild.
What about Zinch?
That has historically been. You know what? No, we're gonna give LVO Zinch. I'm okay with that. I think like that's a competitive matchup for both of those.
Yeah, that seemed
Both
like
those
a
guys.
decent one.
Yeah, because like I know like at a really high skill level, I think Beastmen are pretty damn favored there. But I think for like Squire on Squire, it's appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say if you give me this matchup, I'm quite happy. But
Right, like you'll
it's not
steamroll,
me.
but I don't. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that keeps it competitive.
We can throw a yellow on there just in case.
Yeah.
Oops. Wrong color. All right. Okay. Next one is Zegzi. Zegzi and Angel.
And who?
And that's going to
Oh, Angel.
be yeah. And
Oh,
that's
see, this is where it gets
you.
hard.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I want to give him Skaven. Wait, stupid question. So we're trying, like, even if it's different game modes, we're trying to keep it like it's just one faction across the board, like no double picking. So, like, if I give Angel Skaven, I can't give someone else. Okay. So for I can't assign Skaven in Conquest and Skaven in Dom, right?
Say that. Oh no, you can't. Wait, what?
So if I assign one player Skaven who's playing Conquest, I
Yeah.
can't go in and give. Okay, just making sure.
But it's a
We'll
great pick.
give Tomb Kings then.
Ooh. All right.
Tomb Kings. Zagzis. Beastman, Bogus, Skaven, TK or Zinch. Zinch TK is pretty good for Tomb Kings now, I think. We don't want to mirror. Ogres should get eaten alive by TK. How is Skaven into Tomb Kings? In Dom, it's kind of bad. I'm not 100% sure for Conquest.
What matchup? I'm sorry.
Skaven Tomb Kings.
I have no idea how that goes in.
I
Conquest.
think that's one that gets played a lot. I think that's a match. I think that's something I think that's a doable one. It's a common one because they're both at that like level where it's like they don't get global banned and they don't usually get banned, so they often end up in that match. So I'm sure it's one that both of them have played quite a bit.
Well, yeah, let's
know.
run with Skaven then.
All right, let's do it.
If anyone has any complaints,
you
they can message
already
me
have
and
Skaven in against for Nullnish into me, but we could fix that.
I can't read.
It's hard. It's a lot of stuff.
Well, what do we give Nullnish then?
I've been fairly surprised by it in Domination. Like, I feel like if the Tomb King player isn't as prepared, then Skaven have a really good matchup, but really high level Tomb King play, I don't see how Skaven get over it.
Yeah. Isn't Harnish around?
Yeah, it would be nice if Nolish was around. I think he's doing family stuff.
Who's not paired with again? Hold on. Let's see.
Null's up against JP Grand Cathay.
That's right. That's right.
Um,
Doesn't
could
Null
find-
like counts a lot?
No, I don't
No.
think so. I
He
don't
hadn't picked him on his thingy.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think I've ever
Vampire
seen
Chaos,
Null
that
take
counts.
counts. Yeah.
JP, do you have a
A
faction
recommendation?
that is like maybe if we get Nullnish on Warriors of Chaos, do you have anything that has an even matchup there?
That's a great question.
Is Walk Cathay not even in Conquest?
Not really, no. Walk struggles there.
Mm.
At least historically, I think that would be a really tough one. Like, is there something else I could play into Skaven, you're saying? Or if we move Skaven and I just play something else? Is that the...
My idea is like to give Zaxxy Skaven and then Nullnish maybe Warriors of Chaos or whatever.
Someone's gonna have to get Cathay at some point. That's the tricky part. But let me see. What's decent?
Let's see,
What's decent into Warriors of Chaos? That's a fair matchup there. Because I'll play whatever. I don't mind. Let's see what's left. I don't know how Chaos Dwarves are in the Warriors of Chaos. I think it's probably Walk favored. Probably one of the Chaos factions Walk or Greenskins Walk, although that's pretty Greenskins favored. I like the idea of giving Zexy Skaven. I think that's the right call. And then we can try to figure out what's not terrible into Cathay that Nolish would play. So what's left?
Nurgle maybe?
Yeah.
that one's fairly competitive from what I've seen, but again, I've only seen it once in Conquest with Stingers playing it.
Playing as Nurgle.
Yeah, and he kind of ran over the Cathay player, but the Cathay player had some like serious build issues.
Let's put that there for now, and we can ask chat. What's an even-ish conquest matchup into Cathay? And we can come back to that. Because I didn't see anyone else who wanted to play Cathay except Twerkman, and we already have him in as pirates.
And I like to keep him.
Yeah, I would rather not go backwards. Okay, we'll just keep Nurgle for now. We'll see if we get any suggestions in chat. Keep moving. Cuban is next. So Cuban and Drax. And I think last pick first was Dust, so Chicken, you pick for cubes.
You want spread Dark Elves, High Elves. I think there are not too many Brett enjoyers out there. And unfortunately, random Cuban and Dragons are both Brett enjoyers. But
Oh shit, I didn't know Cuban played Brett as well.
well, he put it on the dock.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I usually see cubes playing High Elf. What I've seen him play the most, but if he's branching out into Brett,
yeah,
that's
honestly,
good too.
why not? Just give him High Elves.
Okay.
If he's comfortable with that.
I think he's probably most comfortable with them from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but that's what I've seen. All right.
I will give Drakens Bretonia.
Okay. I think that's doable for High Elves. It's been
fairly even. I know it's not the same as Conquest, but it's been fairly even-ish in domination. Like it really came down to like kind of like
I remember a
play.
little while ago, but this was a little while ago. We were playtesting it a lot for some sort of event, and it was pretty one-sided to Brett. But I don't know if that was before the limits on Grail Knights and Hippos, but what I remember is the Hippos and Lewin would just dive and make things very uncomfortable for the High Elves.
Oh,
But
really?
that being said, I don't know if that's a guaranteed thing, but we can put it as a temp one or as a
Yeah,
to
I'm just not
revisit.
sure with limitations
Mm-hmm.
how it goes.
Okay. And we're starting to run out of factions, so some folks are going to end up with things they didn't pick, but that's just, the reality of the
That's what it is,
situation.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Let's see. Nurgles is weighing in on something. Okay, Brett has a great time against High Elf, says Nurgs, and I think that's correct. So let's undo that one and do something else into the High Elves. Yeah, Nurgs has really good knowledge of this stuff, so I would listen to him. Malakia.
How's Kislev in the Hells then?
Pretty Kislev favorite, I think.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. They don't have a lot of AP. Who
Like,
are
I
we?
think Stingers gave up on it, and that means something.
Yeah, that's if Stingers doesn't pursue it anymore, then it's just cursed. So what does Drakens have on here? Let me take a look for Drax.
Brett and Kislev are the only things left for
Brett
Dragons.
Kislev, Tomb
Haven't been
Kings.
picked.
Yeah, so he might have to take something outside of his comfort zone into High Elves, unless we pick something else for Cubes. Let's see what Cubes has. We could take the Brett for.
I'm reluctant to get too far from Draken's pick since he hasn't played a lot in a while, so I don't want to assign him a matchup that.
So do we want to break order and pick Drax first and then switch Cubes to match?
What do you think, Chicken? Because I don't want to mess up your pick as well, or like keep it open.
I don't know exactly how it is considered in Conquest, but if we give Drakens greenskins, that should be fairly even.
Yeah, I think that's actually.
Oh wait, shoot! I do have greenskin still on the table, don't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you do.
Okay, my bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
And Drax has greenskins on his list, or no?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
He
beautiful.
used to play them a lot when he was active in Dom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, yeah,
Sweet.
I'm good with that. That's fine by me.
Okay. Oh, here comes Nurgles. I love it. Give Drakens Vampire Coast. Well,
Coast has already been assigned.
Yeah. Well, actually, Twerkman likes Cathay. So, oh wait, but I'm in for Cathay. So we could. Drax does love his coast. That is like his ghost go-to.
Let's just assign this for now, and we can always come back to it if we need to.
Agree.
Like, I like to talk with I would like to go ahead and get it set, and then we can talk with our respective teams and figure it out.
Yep. Whoever's on the Greenskins tab, I think it's whoever's just click
I'm
off
sorry,
of it.
that is me.
So it's okay. All right. Norska can't fight Coast. Okay, so we'd have to change that whole thing up. Which would mean I would need to change up, but that's what we're gonna do at the end here. We're at the.
We can put a pin in it.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to do some adjustments regardless. Okay. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. So next we have count games into Ash. So last pick first was Chicken, right? Who did High
Yes.
Elves, and so this one would be Ash. For Dust.
I have not gotten to play with Ash a lot. I think I've seen him play once. Any insight as far as like what factions he's more comfortable? Like I get like he put preferred ones, but is there like out of those ones he's more comfortable?
You know what I can do is I can look at the new player tournaments, the Swiss SFTs.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
And see what he's been posting, because that's something I was doing for Twerkman. I wasn't sure if he was going to have time to put his things in. Ash from Ash. Okay, let's see what he's posted. So Beastman, Empire, Zinch. Let's see what else. Dwarves, Wood Elves, Empire,
So he's kind of
Skaven,
just
Beastmen.
okay. Okay, he's just kind of that's fine by me. I like a good generalist.
Yeah.
Uh,
He did do Walk at one point, but that was way long ago.
yeah. And Ashes up against Count, and let me see Count's picks. I'm fine with Empire. Let's give him Empire.
Okay. And then like, how's Walk on Dom into Empire? Is that playable? Sorry, it's not my pick. Go ahead, Chicken.
Um, well, out of the factions, he wants to play only Walk is left, and I think there's play there.
Okay.
Like probably not even, but
I mean, I'm flexible. We can go back. I can pick
Yeah.
something else if you think that's a little iffy, because that is a bit iffy with
Empire.
Count's picks.
I
Yeah.
mean, since we have Steam Tank in such band, it might be doable.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. Yeah.
All right, we can throw that down as a maybe, or a revisit, but that doesn't
Yeah.
sound bad for me. Also, given their, newness, might not be as much of a one-sided.
That is true. Yeah, I keep kind of forgetting to take that into account because, like, we know like how certain matchups go at like high level play, but it's going to be different for like, especially for like squires and aspirants.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, all right, me. So that's Count. Next is Potato and Prussian Prince, our good host here.
I don't even know what Mr. Prince plays. Let's see.
I think
Our resident Kiwi.
Prince really wants to play Brett.
Okay. Wait, do I still have? Okay, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So
Mr. Potato
Potato plays Chaos Dwarf, Dark Elves, High Elves, Ogres, Skaven. Well, the only faction left of them is Ogres and I don't know how it is in Conquest, but in Dom, Brett Ogres was fairly even.
Yeah, even with the nerfs, it kind of held over, especially when you take unit limitations into account. But then again, I don't know how this goes in Conquest.
I wonder if Nurgle's PA wants to weigh in on that. I think at their level, I think that would be okay.
I think so too.
That's my
just
gut.
thinking
That's
in
my
terms
gut
of, like,
check on it.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay.
Prince. If
Prince,
anything, it would be favored for Brett.
Yeah. If anything, it would be Brett favored there. But I think Potato's been more active, and so that will help offset the. Okay, we got Nurgle's seal of
Yeah,
approval.
I think in terms of like
We
when
got the
looking at like
approval.
player skill as well. Yeah, like it
Thank you,
seems fine
Nergs.
to me.
By the way, I really appreciate your insight, Mr. Nergs. Okay, good stuff. We're doing great here. We're making fantastic time, by the way.
Yeah.
This is going much more smoothly than I anticipated. Okay, the next one. This is a big one. We have Tim and Platty. So I think this first pick goes to Chicken because we kind of did a mutual on the last one.
I think so. I'm fine with that. That's okay by me.
Yeah.
I could do the dick move and just go Kislev, but I think I'll hold off on that.
Oh, God.
I think I'll give him his kitty cats. Go with
Okay.
Two Kings.
Oh shit. Okay.
I knew you were saving Skaven for
Platty, yeah. If it wasn't obvious.
How is that in Dom? Is that still is that doable?
We've been debating it because, like,
I think all in all, Tomb Kings should still have an easier time.
I think Tomb Kings have an advantage, especially Tim knows how to he knows how that matchup goes. But then
what about
again, we were
Demons
it a
of
lot.
Chaos into Tomb Kings?
Oh, that's very lopsided to Tomb Kings and Dom.
Okay, yeah.
You just go pew pew, and there's nothing that can be done to stop it.
No, okay. Do you have Beastman played already?
I do not.
In Conk that would be doable. but I don't know about Dom.
I haven't. Chicken, have you played it any recently?
We've gone, like Tim and I have gone back and forth on it's unplayable for Tomb Kings or if it's unplayable for Beastmen.
Interesting.
So it's
Hmm.
probably somewhere in between.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's usually a good sign.
Are
So,
Are there gonna be limits on the constructs for Tomb Kings?
typically,
remember if we decided on
no,
that.
I don't. You usually in Conquest we do. Is this Conquest? No, this is Dom,
No,
right?
it's Dom.
So
Yeah.
in Conquest we limit them to 2. But in Dom, do you see more than 2 ever? Is that a thing? People
Oh
running?
yeah,
Rarely.
yeah. You see triple SC a lot right now.
Oh, you
Like,
do.
You see some
do
crazy
you?
shit. Oh god, yeah.
I mean,
Now I don't
we
think
could- we
triple
could-
SC is good.
We could
but
try to balance it out by throwing a limit on the cats, like as an overlay.
I personally think in Dom 3 cats is too much anyway, so I don't think we need
it's not
the
that
limit per se.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we'll just assign him Beastman for now. I don't want to give him Skaven. That's a rough one for
Okay.
Skaven.
We'll throw that.
I
in
knew
yellow.
what you were doing, assembling your red people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Skaven has yet to be assigned. That's ironic.
Next we have Flammaster and Martinius. First pick goes to Dust.
I want to assign. We're gonna give him Walk, and
Okay.
then we'll see what matchups we're working with.
Doc was pretty good into walk, as far as I know, right? So,
Yeah, it's really dog
how's
favored.
Slanesh into walk?
I mean, the fiends are going to be a problem, but maybe Walk can bring halberds to deal with them in Dom.
Yeah, like they can rampage and have halberds. Maybe.
Yeah. I have a feeling like we're gonna have to go back and switch a couple matchups anyhow. So like again,
Yeah.
I'm still okay with like we'll just assign some to get the initial list, and then we can kind of
Yeah, we're going to have to massage it a bit. So Slanesh
up the
for now,
details.
seem
I'm
okay?
Yeah.
fine with that. I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
Cool beans.
I genuinely don't. I don't know how that plays, but Martinius does some really like unique things. Like he's found some very niche like applications for units, so he might know something.
All right. So next is Gep and Nurgles, and I believe that goes first to Chicken. Yep.
Let me look real quick what Gap wants to play.
Doc is still on the table.
Dog Lizards, Skaven Tomb Kings.
Lizards are also on the table.
Nurgles will be really salty if he has to face some like double solar engine shenanigans.
Maybe.
I
I don't know about that. I don't think Nurgles would be too salty about facing lizards. He'd be less salty than facing Doc, I think, but
Yeah, it's I don't want Doc in Conquest. Let's go with the lizards.
okay.
How was Norska into Lizards in Conquest?
Huh.
I mean,
And
I
Dom,
think
like,
no,
spice
I think I've
matchup.
seen this match before, and Nurgles like has a build for it. So I think he would be pretty happy about the situation.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I know Nurgles like really likes Norska, so I was trying to like pull
yeah,
that over
I
for
don't think
him.
I don't think that's a bad one.
Yeah.
I mean lizards definitely from what I recall when I've done this, and I did this maybe a month or so back with Nergs, there usually ends up being okay. He says it's
Oh
lizards
wow.
favored.
Huh.
Really?
yeah, I won it in the faction war.
Oh, did you?
Yes, against Strat game.
Huh.
Okay, so what else does Nergs have on there? Dwarf, Greenskins, Kislev, Nurgle. Nurgle lizard sounds interesting to me.
Oh, that's so funny because in Domination it's the polar opposite about Norska lizards.
Okay, so he said he's done this with Gep a lot, lizards, Norska, and Gep always wins. So that's fair. I'd be interested to see Nurgle. What do you think, Nurgle? If you're listening, Nurgle lizards, is that a game?
At least in Dom, Nurgle's lizards competitive.
Doesn't sound. Hmm. feel like we could put Nurgle. Well, again, it's not my call. But
because he didn't have Nurgle listed on his.
oh, he doesn't.
ones.
Oh, I was reading the person below him. My bad. He has.
He
Del-
says he's happy to play Noska though.
Yeah, I bet you are.
even though he thinks he'll lose. Yeah.
Norska. Okay. And again,
Well,
we can always come back to it. I
yeah.
don't mean to keep saying that every time, but
Well, that's what the point we're getting to. You know, it's hard. This stuff's hard. You know, and try doing this with people when it's more adversarial, like when we were doing this with Strat Game. Like, whew, it was hard. But with you guys, we were at least pulling, in the same direction. So we can put Norska for now. My bad, Nurgles. I didn't realize I was looking at entry. I was looking at Big B's who had Nurgle picked. Anyway, we'll put Norska as a temp, and we may switch Gep. We may switch Nurgles. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, we're doing well. Next one is respecting women's and Volcanos, and I believe the first one goes to Dust. Excuse me, Dust.
Vampire counts.
Boom, love it.
Let me see what this respecting women has dwarfs, Noska, and coast.
Yeah.
None of them seem to be an even fit for count.
Who is respecting? So I'm also on that one. I'm thinking a lot of like, in terms of player skill, it would be okay. I'm not sure.
I've been saying newness instead of skill.
Newness, yeah. I'm gonna use that boilerplate language.
For legal reasons.
How about accounts mirror?
I
kind of like it.
I don't hate the idea.
I kind of like it.
I'd love me accounts mirror.
All right, let's do it.
Just to troll turn.
Let's do it.
Yes!
I love it.
Respecting won't be mad.
It's too late, Valkanos.
No, it's done. It's done.
Turin gets so mad whenever it happens. I think it's mandatory that we include at least one.
Nurgle's saying Wood Elves might be for his match into Lizardman somewhere decent.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Nurgle. I didn't. What list
do we really want to do the Count's Mirror? Are we doing that?
I really want to.
I think it would be really funny.
If people really don't want to do it, then we'll adjust.
Valkanos, don't you dare! Don't you dare! I love it.
Okay, with that in mind, let's
keep that on the back burner. The Wood Elves potential, and see what else gets distributed, and then. Because we still have some like heavy hitters on here that we could mix in, but
I don't know how either of us haven't picked Kislev yet.
I mean, out of like respect, I think
it's the shared hatred.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Kislev. It's like I want to assign that to like a Squire or Aspirant more than a high level player.
Yeah, no, totally. And if they don't get put in, then they don't get put in. We're not going to use everything, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
We can one of us can still use them in the 2v2.
That's true. Yeah. That was something else I was thinking, that we have a lot of stuff left. We don't have to do a separate list for 2v2.
Yeah. I have my 2 factions I want for the 2v2 saved up.
Beautiful. If they're not gross, but we'll see. We'll have to agree on that. So
Depends.
Fair enough. I mean, it's houseplants on your team, right? So it's going to be gross no matter what.
Oh yeah, houseplants gave me.
This game is going to yell at me no matter what I pick for the 2v2. So
Scander yells at everybody. It's all good.
Just give him the Empire and he'll be happy.
Okay. Let's see. So last one is Chimbambu and Alexander Nuts, and the last first. Who picked first last? I got distracted. Was
I think it was
Dust with counts. Yeah. So so it's Chimbambu pick for Team Chicken.
Where's that maniac? Why is he not on my list? Like on the response list? Ah, there he is.
He's towards the bottom. Yeah.
Dark elves, greenskins, Norske, ogres, counts. Is there any factions of those I have not assigned yet?
Not yet. We could use it as the other counts, but I don't know what other counts. Like I don't know what even-ish matchups for counts are in Dom.
I don't even know if there are any, to be honest.
Is it all bad for counts? Is that how it works?
Counts had it rough in Dom.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
There's not like there's a couple ones like whatchamacallit, like Count Skaven is really good for counts, I think, but like they're very few and far between as far as even matchups.
I also think we want to keep the counts mirror just because.
That's the principle.
Yes. No big event without the counts mirror. What do I have then that Chimbambo might want to play? Chimbambo, if you are listening to this, I have now decided you want to play Doc.
There we go. And we can put that as a yellow. It's not one of his main picks. Angel, I think, is saying it.
Yeah, Angel, we can. Oh, he's probably not listening, but we're gonna come back and get some things if needed.
I mean, he's responding, so he's saying, no, I lost it. So he's got to be listening on, or they have to be listening on some level.
You picked Doc for Chim. How's Kislev in the Doc and
I think that. No, I don't know actually.
I think Tim's like Tim's like okay if he does a hard build up with it. It's definitely iffy, I think.
It's iffy for Doc or iffy for Kislev?
Iffy for Doc.
Yeah, like I keep seeing that there's been a little bit more play there with Fiends in mind, but also Kislev wasn't on Alexander's list, so I was kind of thinking that it might be fine in that regard, but I could be wrong.
All right, Angel isn't responding, so I'll not worry about that just now.
Angel also really likes Skaven, so.
What is no
But
never?
Angel's on Tomb King.
Oh, it's Tomb King's favored. Okay, so maybe we'll just keep that as a maybe. But I think that's probably. I think that'll be fine. Well, we'll revisit it. Okay, so what did we say for Alexander Nuts?
I said Kislev.
Okay.
Since that wasn't one of his picks to begin with.
Okay, he thinks it's Tomb King's favored. And you know what? So far, what we've been doing here, let me just do that. All right, so Kislev into there. Okay. Oh, look who's up, or not up, but who's here. It's Nalnish.
Yeah.
Hey, Nal. Okay. So.
Real quick, I wanted to go
Yes.
back one, or not
Okay.
one, but the Nurgle's matchup.
Mhm.
I think Nurgle said he'd be fine playing Wood Elves. Is Wood Elves Lizardman even in Conquest?
I mean, he said it seems decent. I'm down to indulge that. Seems fine to me. So.
Yeah, let's switch those out if that's okay with you, Chicken and JP.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Okay, Nurgle's prepared to deal with 15 Saurus warriors. Have fun.
Well, they're capped at 8 in Conch, so he'll be fine.
No. Okay.
I have a touch of consumption. Okay, he says it's Lizardman favor, but if he's open to it, I think it's fine. All right, so you said there are some plans for. Let me randomize the order of picks. Who got last? First pick. Excuse me. I know that's a confusing sentence.
I think I at the last first.
For
Yeah,
Doc.
because you had Chimbombo, and that's right.
Okay,
So what do we?
so-
We're on the 2v2s now.
Yeah, and if we can not repeat factions, I think that'd be great. It would be very thematic.
I
and
think
fun.
if we
think we're
just
doing pretty
use
good.
the factions that are left, we cannot repeat because we only have different factions left, you know.
No, I just mean repeat within the same team. Like if we stick to just using the factions and not start from scratch for
I mean, we
lead
kind of
cup.
got enough for without. Yeah. I
Okay,
think we're good
let's see
here.
how. So the first pick will be for Iskander and yeah, for Iskander. No. Sorry. It says Achilles, so that'd be Achilles and Shirayuki. So let's.
Do we just pick the factions
If you wanna do-
team has, or is it like?
Well, if you're, I think maybe it would be better to just pick both at the same time. But we can also really really massage this one more than others.
What I mean is like, is the faction fixed like as we assign them? Like if I put Achilles on, I don't know, Zinch, does Achilles have to play Zinch, or can Houseplant also play Zinch if they find that more comfortable?
I'm open to for the 2v2 for the players to decide which faction they want.
Yeah, I think that's good, and we could look at their responses to see if anything does line up. But I think that's a good idea. I think that works.
Yeah,
that
like
they can
things are
pick.
things are bound to shift in like the picks we made it so far. So
Right. So yeah, I think that's a good idea, Chicken, and we can do that.
Yeah, okay. So I'll grab Bretonia.
okay.
Okay.
Is it?
Are we picking both at the same time? Okay, now Nurgles doesn't want Wood Elves anymore.
We're gonna come back to it later.
Yeah, we'll come back to it later. The 2v2s.
I'm fine with just alternating one-on-one if you are.
Yeah, let's just do that. There's not that many picks left anyway, so let's just do that. All right. Dust, you pick one.
Slanesh.
Slanesh. Oh, sneaky.
Actually,
And,
1 second.
uh-huh.
Allow me to interject. I think in the past it was like the first team picks 1, the second team picks 2, and then the other team picks again. I think that's how technically it was done, right? Like in tournaments and stuff. I don't know if that's the best
That's what
idea,
we're
but
doing.
That's man,
Yeah.
just pick your second and be done
Yeah.
with it.
like
Okay,
one,
works for
two,
me.
1. I think.
Okay, works for me.
Oh god. Demons? Or Slanesh Demons too powerful of a combination?
6 fiends.
Yes, exactly.
Wood Elves is
I
also on the
don't
table
know.
potentially. I know Nurgles had been on the fence about it. We could put Norska back in for now if we want. So
Shit. First are awful on a 2v2.
Gavinos.
They're even worse because you can't do the swarming stuff with the limits.
What are we looking at?
You can fuck
Iskander or
up my saving
Shira?
pick.
Let me see. Iskander and
I have managed to
I
get.
thought you had
Dustin
already
in this
picked Tomb
situation.
Kings. I did not. Yeah.
Mm.
Shit. I guess Nurgle Slanesh.
that sounds really strong, but it could be fun.
Yeah.
Dwarf's Bretonia also sounds pretty strong.
Dwarf
Okay.
Bretonia is really strong. That is for sure.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, I like it. That sounds like a really good setup right there. Hey, PrussianPrince correctly.
Again, I'm pretty sure
predicted.
Iskander's gonna.
Okay, so here's what I
it.
propose before we come back and start massaging this, because I could take out Grand Cathay. I can, we can find something better for Nalnish. I think that's one, and we have a lot of things we can take another look at. But Nurgle says that's not fun. No.
We'll
thinks
come
it's
back to it. I'm not.
yeah.
In the
So
gallery can
yeah, the
separate
gallery
those.
can wait a second. So let's um let's take 5 and I think, right, let our brains cool off for a minute, come back in like 5-7 minutes, top of the hour, and then
Yeah, I'm
do
good with
the
that.
massaging things. And if people who are watching want to post in chat and say, things that they make any suggestions, this would be a great time so we can come back and see those. But yeah, let's take 5 and come back at the top of the hour.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right, see you in a bit.
All good though.
And we're back. So
All right.
things are
Sorry,
happening.
folks.
Let's
Yeah.
take it away, JP.
Thank you. This is too dark, so this one was fine.
It is also a little tricky without like people seeing their picks yet, or the majority of people.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
I think you can remove the red of the walk thingy.
Walk Empire, you think that's okay?
I mean, with it being aspirants, I'm not as concerned about it. Like even
Okay.
with like a lot of like coaching.
Oh,
and
right, because Null was
practicing.
talking about Conquest. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like again, like if those players like end up saying like they're really concerned about it, then like I'm happy to go back and shift it out. But well, I guess we can't wait too long on
Right.
that.
We don't want to make any last minute change because Null hates Spellkite. Slanesh Cafe. I mean, I don't have to play Cafe. I mean, if that's a sticking point, we can come back to it. I don't have to do it. I just,
That's
you
fair.
know, I like them. So how do we feel? Let's the top one, you guys, Chaos
Yeah.
Dwarf Lizardman. How do we feel about that?
So historically, it's been pretty lizard favored, unless like dwarfs get like a cheeky like lord snipe at some point.
Okay.
It feels pretty lizard favored though.
What about Nurgle Lizardman?
To me, that one's fairly competitive in Dom with the lizardman nerfs taken into account.
How would you feel about that, Chicken?
Yeah. Yeah, I can try it.
I mean, if you don't want to take it, that's fine. Like I'm open to switching out my faction as well. Like that's not like you have to switch out yours alone. Like I'm more than fine with switching mine out for
The
something else.
Lizardman seems like a reasonable pick, right? That's not like an OP pick.
Right, I was trying to yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was trying to save like the high end.
I mean, if you think it's fine, we could set it for now at a low prio.
I can also blow Kislev.
No. No, sir.
So what about TK?
I think we're gonna have to switch out TK Skaven.
Yeah, maybe TK Kislev.
Yeah, how's that?
I don't. Let's consult the hive mind. I don't know how that is in Conquest at all, to be honest. And like I've only played it once in Domination, and it felt a lot more even with like constructs being able to do a lot more damage. But again, I don't know how that
in Dawn, it was a kind of roulette where it's like you go no little Groms, they kill you with Boshapti. You go 2 little Groms, you lose to no Boshapti and no Bone Giant.
Not even.
But then you lose to 1 Bone Giant and with 1 little.
I think Tomb Kings have some play there. At least I'm looking. What I'm looking at now is the spot in the library to see what the most recent like matchups are. So from the side, it looks like they can lose that one.
Yeah,
which is
I
pretty
mean,
rare
like
for
in
Kislev.
Stinger, I remember what was it? Stinger's playing in Land Battle a while back, and he was thinking up until the like in the battle, the Tomb King player really shit the bed because he like 8 Tomb Guard or some shit got caught by a blizzard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But like I say that to emphasize, like before that, Stingers really thought it was an even matchup, and I remember him and Tim playing it, and it looked really tricky.
Okay, I would be willing to give that one a shot, and that would open Skaven up for somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe I could try. Maybe Nurgles can weigh in. Nal says Siva thinks it's about even. Tim thinks it's Kislev favored. Maybe more Kislev favored. At Nal. How about Skaven Grand Cafe? probably still heavily,
Yeah, I
even
was
more
about
so.
to say.
Probably even more so. So what else does Angel play as a
Angel was Angel,
Beast?
excuse me, Angel really likes Skaven, so like if I can get squeeze Skaven in somewhere, I would definitely like to go that direction. But
Okay, and that would open up Tomb Kings for somewhere else.
Gaming mirror it is.
We still have a counts mirror on here.
Yes,
we
no,
might.
that's gonna stay.
Okay.
I would like
Okay.
to keep that, but I mean, if
Okay, let's
Valkanos
do
really
it.
doesn't want to take it, I'm open.
Nah,
So.
it'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
I also have
If we get
stats
Angel Skaven, then
respecting-
because Angel likes Skaven, then what could we take for Zagzy? Would be a decent matchup.
how's Empire into Skaven in Conquest?
Empire into Skaven? I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting, actually.
In Dom at least, I really like the matchup.
For who?
For Skaven.
Hmm.
But like that's like preying on the fact that people will bring tanks and land ships even where they shouldn't.
Well, those are banned,
me-
but I
Right.
think that's
That's
not.
what I'm going
Let me
towards.
let me look at the Alphabot and see what Empire Skaven's been like. Let's see. Skaven. Although these are all pretty. Skaven is same matchup. It's not even Empire Skaven. Okay, those aren't correct. This is the hard part. Okay, he likes Nurgles likes Empire. You know, should we just bring Nurgles in to help us discuss this? I know that's not usual, but it might save. No, okay. All right, so let's focus on the ones that we think are really bad. So we have Beastmen, Tomb Kings.
I'm fine with leaving Beastmen Tomb Kings, honestly. Like I've been scrolling through like our notes on the matchup. I think it can be competitive.
Okay, you think Platy will be all right with that? Okay.
Yeah. If not, then we'll address it, but as it stands right
Okay.
now, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, that one
So
honestly is going to come down to, I mean, kind of a pick your poison. Does he want Skaven or Beastman for that one? So
Drakens has greenskins. That one seems fine
Greenskin
to
High Elves
me.
feels competitive to me because wasn't
Yeah.
it Cuban who was practicing it with you, JP?
Uh-huh.
And he was trying to figure it out. So I think like I'm okay with that one.
I think there's play there. Okay. So let's just leave Angel and Zagzy blank for now and come back to them. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
And then so
And then Null
Dark
said he
Elves,
was
High Elves, okay. Greenskins, High Elves, fine. What about DE? DE. Okay. He says Norska VP is bad. We can mark that just in case. Although, who's that
those are the
between?
two aspirants. Well, I know that's a Delmo and Twerk.
Yeah, might as well be. VE favored, really? Oh, he says not anymore.
1-5.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was High Elf favored now because of Dragonborn and because of the DE nerfs. I think that one's fine.
Chicken, if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it.
All
I
right.
think that one's fine. I'm not
I think
gonna
that's
lie.
fine.
I'm okay with that
I
one.
think that's fine.
Like I've
All
seen
right.
them both play both those factions, so like there's a lot of play. Like there's a lot of tech that can be pulled into that. So
Okay. So What else do we have? We have Greenskins Ogre Kingdoms for Cowsy and Opal, and I think that's kind of a problematic one.
So historically, it's been good for Ogre Kingdoms because of Leadbelcher kiting, but like Greenskin had play in it even with the Leadbelcher kiting, and I think Greenskins have even more play with all the pointy sticks.
Right.
And on top of that, Cowsy is going to do what Cowsy wants to do as far as like his build goes. Like he tries a bunch of different stuff out and has like a very different play style on Greenskins.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Opal really likes Ogre. So for me, I'm okay with that matchup. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Like the
Chicken.
map allows Ogres to have some play against like all the spears, and then Greenskins have a lot more tools now to deal with that matchup. I don't know where Chicken went to. You still hear Chicken?
Yeah, we seem to have lost Chicken. He's muted. He must be talking to somebody, maybe.
Yeah,
There's
that's
someone in the
fine.
room.
Okay.
Barry, no, you're not allowed on the.
Alright, so Walk Slipnash. Let's see. I want to try to find something on that. This is one of our Dom matchups. So let me check some. Martin is usually very open to taking matchups that are historically not great for Walk because he does some crazy crap.
I don't hate it.
I don't either.
Like fiends, at least in Conquest, fiends are the problem because we have no limit on
It's
them.
the same in Dom.
And then, but the only real counter to fiends is spears, right? And that's and Walk has that. Like Walk has a lot of
Like, this is
access
going
to
to be a
halberds.
grindy fight. Let's see the
Sure.
map quick. And that's also going to kind of really Crystal Lake. So that does, in a way, it does favor Slaneshi, like how mobile they can be, but at the same time, like if Walk just walks through the trees and onto the point and like hides from the early on skirmishing, then walking can be really scary there. I'm fine with the matchup. I think Martin will like it.
Okay.
He
Hey,
does
if Martin likes it and that's the person at the disadvantage, then we're fine.
Yeah, so I'll make sure to double check with him, but I think it's okay, to be honest.
Okay. We like counts. We're keeping it.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
Val.
I think it's just funny. It's funny.
I love accounts mirrored. It's amazing.
It's great. It's just like
Just an unholy slug.
does Norska have many even matchups at all? Says Nalnish. It's a fair.
No. Okay,
fair
so
question. I actually didn't hate Norska. I've tried Norska Coast. Yeah, it's tough because Coast has all those guns, but you just go jab heavy has been my experience, and then it's like not so bad.
That's fair. Yeah. I can definitely see where like New Coast poses a lot of issues for a lot of factions.
Yeah, but they took some hits like from peak Coast, like when Coast was just like 120 model pistol mobs, and
yeah, like it's not like
and the animated Hulks actually could do damage, like then like no question. But now it's like they can take crabs, but you can take jabs.
Right. Well, and also like because Torqueman likes to have fun when he's playing as well.
He says jabs gets shit by bats, then you lose. Yeah, it's not untrue.
Is that Adelmo weighing in?
No, that's Nergs.
No, Adelmo's typing in the.
Yeah, he'll say, "I'm fine with whatever, gents."
I mean, personally, I'm fine with it based off the flavor, but the players cannot talk today.
Huh? Barry, leave Simone alone, you dingus. Come on, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick, Barry. You're a sweet boy.
Okay, Nurgles, I know you're listening. The Norska Lizardmen, I know we wanna switch that up. So Nurgles, is there a particular faction?
He said he would do it, but he also said he always loses it specifically in the gap. So like I don't want a sad Nurgs on my hand going into this thing feeling like he's already lost, because that's just a recipe for disaster right there.
Right, yeah. How about?
I mean, I can hear the Malachias even before we've started. Like I don't know if I can do that to Team Dust.
Mm-hmm. Just don't put that on me.
Yeah, don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me.
Okay, so Nurgle.
I All right, so we'll take
What was
Norska. We'll put it
out of
aside for now.
left? Let's
Yeah,
see.
he says that. He says he's good, but then when it comes time and the pressure starts building, and then it's like, what the fuck? We'll come back to it. Okay, Norse. What else did Adelmo put down as potentials? Because I wanna take care of our wizard. Counts, walk,
He seems
dwarves,
to really
lizardmen.
want more stuff.
Yeah.
All right, he's good. He said he's good. And you know what? Twerkman.
Into quotes.
Twerkman's not. He's a newer player. He's not going to do anything
That's why I'm like, he's not gonna
obnoxious.
like.
Right? Like
Obviously, we're gonna
his
tell
bad
him what. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So I was just saying, I've seen his gyro and control plenty of times, and I can tell his gyro, and I can say based on that his back control will be not so oppressive that Norska can't do anything about it.
Right. Yeah.
With like some skirmish cav or jabs. So I think that one's good.
Yeah, and if it looks like if it looks like Adelmo's starting to win, I have a dude with an ice cream truck lined up. So I have a contingency.
Oh, you think so? I have already bought Adelmo some ice cream to counter.
Counterplay.
Get, like, so many freaking bags of ice cream out of this.
So okay, Beastman Zinch for Ket and Elvio. How do we feel about that?
So
there's some good things on the table here. We have Chaos Dwarves, or sorry, not Chaos Dwarves, Demons of Chaos still. We have Skaven potentially. We have Tomb Kings on this list. Like, what's Barry? Get out of here, you jerk! Stop threatening Simone.
Historically, in Dom, Beastman is pretty favored. Even when Zinch had like really powerful soul grinders.
Okay.
Now with that said, again, we've got two squires as well, so it kind of comes down to there. But like the matchups really depend on like if you can execute correctly. I think from either side, because like it's Beastman favored to me, but if you mess up, you can't afford to mess up as much with Beastman as Zinch can.
So.
And
what
Elvio
else?
also hasn't been playing a lot. Yeah, let's take a look at what Elvio's got.
Yeah. Dwarves, Norska, Zinch. What else? We could. How's
you know what? Give him what else?
I think that's a pretty good idea.
He actually enjoys what else a lot.
The only reason I'm slightly hesitant is if I was thinking that might help balance out Dwarves Bretonia, because that's pretty wild. Because Nurgle Slanesh into an no shooting factions into a lot of shooting might be super one-sided. But
yeah,
let's put the Wood Elves there for now, and we'll adjust that at the end. But it's something we have to think about. So okay, so demons. Let's talk Demons of Chaos Kislev for Chimbambu and Alexander
Chicken, what do
Nuts.
you think? Because I'm starting to remember more now and looking at like past notes that like Doc really had to do like a hard build up in order to win that one.
Yeah. What do I have at my disposal?
You know, I can who had assigned Empire originally? Ash. I'm open to changing that out because to me at least, like especially between the two players, Doc Empire is probably a competitive one.
Okay.
Because Alexander's not like a super meta player either.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does Ash have on there? Beastman, Empire, Norska, what else? Okay, we can find something for Ash. They're an aspirant. They'll take what they get.
Oh my god! We can give Count and Ash the classic Norska walk matchup.
Okay.
I'm totally fine with that. That's about
as easy as we have walk in for Martinius.
No, Norska for Ash. Excuse me.
Oh. Okay, cool. So let's put Empire. So we'll take Kislev out. Put Empire in.
Yeah.
Call that even. We'll put Norska walk. I think that's cool. Then we have Lizard. Yeah, Lizard's something that we did just take away his precious. He used to like Chaos Dwarves for a brief moment. that Nurgles. But then I think he swore off them, like, I will never again. Because Skaven Lizards is going to be way too one-sided, I think.
I think that's very. I don't know how Lizards win that. Like the Skaven player has to really goof up.
Stinks. Cat just took a big dump. Gross.
1 second.
Zinch Lizards for Nurgs? I mean, the lizards counter a lot of the, the flying crap.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
My lizard.
What's your lizard's name, by the way?
His name is Ash.
Really?
Yeah. That was like the name already given, and he actually responds to it, so I didn't want to change his name and have to go through that again.
How old is he?
He's only a year old.
Okay, and
I think he's going through like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What kind of lizard is he?
Bearded dragon.
Oh, cool.
My little Dreadsaurian in training. He's being temperamental right now though, because like I didn't realize that lizards have like their own like things called brumation, but it's like hibernation. And so like they'll stop eating nearly as much and we'll get like very like not move and we'll hide in like where it's cool and there's some shade. And so it kind of freaked me out at first. I'm like, okay, like everything I've read was like, you love the heat and you're very active and you eat a lot and you're not doing that. What's wrong? But he's fine. He scuttles around my room when I'm working.
I love it. Do you just let him out in general? But
I take him out during the day. Oh my! You know my dogs leave him. My dogs don't care at all.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
They sniffed him once and then never came back. I'm like,
okay. I'm not interested in you.
Yeah, so he gets to hang out. Like he's hanging out right now.
So maybe.
Okay.
If we end up changing, let's leave Nurgle, or excuse me, lizards and let's leave Gap and Nurgles for now, and maybe if something opens up in the team.
I mean, Zinch is left.
Yeah, but he said any of the 3 other mono god, and I think he means.
Oh, does he mean? Okay.
I would assume that means not Zinch, right? Like.
No. At least in Dom, that like is very lopsided to Lizardmen.
Oh, to Lizardmen.
Yeah. Zinch just can't they can't get through the SARS quickly enough, and then like Bastillodon solar engines will fuck up Chainsbringers and whatnot.
Yeah, I know Nurgs is not crazy about Zinch, but let's come back to them, because if either Nurgle or Slaanesh opens up, that could be. I think Nurgs could get down with that.
I think so.
Okay, so we'll keep that one open, and okay, Nurgs agrees Lizardman is favored. Okay, so
what do
we have the big ones we have left are the 2v2, me and Null and Angel.
Well, let's hash out yours and Null, since Null is in chat as well, so we can go ahead and kind of like haggle and figure out what we're going to do here.
So of the things we have left, let's see if there's anything Null has on his list.
Yeah, I know Skaven.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is I do want like a high level match for Zegs. So maybe, Null and I can be a little more.
I mean, I'm also curious about. I mean, I think Null said it earlier. Someone said it, but like, just give Kislev and Tomb Kings to Zegsy and Angel. Like, I'm not opposed to that as it stands right now, because both of them are good players, and Angel can come up with some wacky stuff.
Yeah. Or Tomb King Zinch. Or
I don't know how that goes in Conquest and Domination. It's a write-off for Tomb Kings. They just. Proper Tomb King play makes it impossible for Zinch to do.
All right, let's do the Tomb King's Kislev. That sounds fun.
Yeah, and if both those players end up like being very reserved about it, then we'll address it.
Does anybody have Kislev even on their list?
Chicken still has Kislev open.
No, I meant
sorry.
sorry, as no, don't, no apologies. As a preference.
I didn't even bother to look how many because I came up a couple times.
Stingers did, Big Bees did, and then Twerk.
Let's see. Yeah, Twerk, Drakens, Bees, Town, and Stingers.
Yeah, I'd rather not go backwards though. So we could give Zexy Kislev and say, figure it out. What about Empire Tomb Kings?
Oof. In Dom, at least, that one is kind of like it's very builder ready.
Right.
I don't know how it goes in Conquest though. I would imagine it's not too dissimilar in Conquest though. It really comes down to what builds each one side decides.
Let's try the Tomb Kings Kislev. That seems like a match.
Well, I'm sure the unit limitations on Kislev will kind of keep them in mind as
the
well.
cav limit will help.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine with it for right now, honestly.
Okay, so let's keep that, and then Nalnish. Honestly, I don't hate Empire Cathay. I think that's a match. I was playing it a little bit earlier. Like, I think it is Empire favored, but I don't think it's obnoxiously so.
Yeah.
If I could also play, I don't know. If I had to, I could play Skaven.
Okay.
But I mean, I can play or demons, but I'm trying to think of what Null likes that's still left. So Null
that's a good point.
is Beastman. Null likes Skaven. Do we have that picked yet? So maybe
what do we? No.
No, we don't. So what's decent into Skaven? What's a match of what we have left? Because I think it's really heavily favored to Skaven into. I could do demons. I could do. I think that's a match.
In my experience, Skaven Doc is fairly competitive.
Okay, let's do that.
So okay, yeah, if you're good with that, I'm good with that.
I'm totally good with that. Doc is.
I think Doc performs a lot better in Conquest anyhow compared to Dom. So that tells me that matchup it can be really competitive.
Okay, cool. All right, so only a couple things left to sort. Lizardman. What else did no, it's okay. If you've got to go, Chicken, I think sorry, not now. Dustin, I can finish this up, but
and if anything looks really egregious for your team picks, we can figure it out. So we've got the vast majority done. So
well, actually, maybe we do the 2v2 now because I think that might be the highest. Chicken,
I want to go ahead and readdress the
Chicken. Do you have to leave just this second, or do you want to, or can you do the 2v2s with us now? Chicken?
He may already be gone.
Oh shit. Well, I think we can figure this out.
I'm fine with Dwarf Bretonnia, honestly. I've seen it played before. I get it strong, so I just want to go back and change mine. So
yes,
I think Kislev Slanesh is probably
Naldish. Chicken, I didn't expect to have to prepare for this birthday. Naldish birthdays happen every year. Nal has been sassy lately. I love it. He's sassy. Oh, I mean the English are just the best at shit talking, but they have it down to an art. But Nal has just been on one. I love it.
So I'm fine with Kislev Slanesh for the 2v2.
Okay.
I feel like that's an appropriate response because Slanesh is solid in the dwarfs, and then Kislev is really good into Bretonnia.
Boom, love it.
So,
love it.
I mean, Kislev's got shooting too, so that should answer that.
So that leaves us. We could do Nurgle into lizards, or Skaven. I think Skaven's just gonna stomp. So we could do Nurgle into lizards.
For still lurking.
Yeah, I mean, if he's cool with that. I mean, I just know Nurgle's had a really bad experience. Conquest faction war as Nurgle, but I think he got Nurgle into Empire, which is a whole other thing. So it's either Nurgle or Chaos Dwarves. Nergs, if you're listening, do you have a? Oh, there he goes. Love it.
Okay, I definitely want to hear what he has.
Yeah.
On this
Of what's left, what does he think? It's too bad for Nurgle. Yeah, I
Okay,
can't put him through that again.
No, that's
So-
fine. That's fine.
So, I mean, would Demons of Chaos be better?
I
But
was
then
thinking
that,
of that one. Yeah, but like if we have to shift that, that's okay. I'm not.
yeah, and
too
then I
scared
could
about shifting
play.
things.
I guess I could do. I really don't play much Chaos Dwarves. What about maybe? No way to kill the two Bastillodons. Okay. For Nurgle, what about Chaos Dwarves? Are
Yeah.
you open to that?
Because I don't know how that goes in Conquest.
Yeah.
I can see
Because
that
it sounds
being
like
very different in
Zinch
Conquest.
and Skaven. What about Skaven? Does Nurgs play Skaven? I forget if that's one on the list.
I think I've seen them
They
play them
are.
before, but I don't know
Yeah.
how like lopsided that is to Skaven and because at least in Domination, like that is very favored for Skaven.
Mm,
So I don't want to like reverse put Gepard into a really rough matchup.
yeah, Skaven destroy Lizardmen. So maybe instead of since Lizardmen seem to be the stick point, maybe we look at something else for Gep.
Maybe so. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. I don't like if Chicken has like reservations of whatever we pick. I'm okay with like going and doing some.
Yeah, I'm sure
Shit
Chicken
like
will be
that.
fine. That wasn't like a big, like huge instrumental pick. So, none of those are still on the table. The ones that Gep likes, other than lizards. I kind of like Chaos Dwarves. I think that's the way. But okay, let's do Chaos Dwarves. I think that's a match.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So Nurgles, we're just gonna put Chortha right now, but like if
He-
it ends up looking really bad for you, we can address it.
Right. If you do a couple of test matches and you're like, there's just no way. But honestly, I don't think that sounds terrible. Like,
I think in Conquest it's not too bad to be honest.
that doesn't sound bad to me with the nerfs that Lizard's taken and Chorfs being just okay in general, but still, I mean, you got to train, you've got, you definitely have tools that can deal with the Bastillodons. You've got guns and a lot of
Like
armor.
Lizardmen still have to execute fairly effectively.
Mhm.
Like if it's a bad like I've lost it before where I just didn't execute right on the the Lizardman side.
Yeah, Chorfs just don't feel good to me in general, so I don't like know super well, but all right,
Yeah.
so the last one would be, and Chicken's not here anymore, but Nurgle Lizardman, he seemed okay with that. Is there
I
something
wonder, yeah. I mean, it's so funny now because like Chaos Wars have gotten a lot of buffs recently, like regardless of if they're particularly grand buffs. So I'm starting to wonder if like Lizardman Chorfs has changed any in Dom because like Chorfs can bring a lot more stuff to protect their shooting.
Okay, Nalnish is weighing in on something. Skaven Doc is unwinnable for Doc. Where do we have that?
That was for.
Oh, that's me? Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay. 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 Well, shit. I don't know. Skaven Grand Cathay is bad. Skaven Nurgle's bad. Skaven Siege doesn't sound great. I mean,
I don't imagine that being good.
none of it sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, so what else? Like, I'm okay with shifting. Like, there's a couple in here I'm willing to kind of budge on and still.
Yeah, we really have two. I mean, it's really just that one. Is Skaven
Yeah, I mean, the
GC
reality
that
is,
bad?
like, for me
I
and
could
Chicken,
try GC. I just think I know when GC came out, Skaven was considered a hard counter, but people might have assumed that because it was a dwarf counter and GC played like dwarves.
yeah,
I think if I imagine playing against Null, he'll just light missile fire me to death, is what he likes to do there.
Infinite Pebble play.
You'd like to play Nurgle? I think we already have Nurgle in somewhere, but we could move it for
Who do we have?
chicken.
Oh
We
wait,
have it
yeah,
for chicken.
yeah. No, that's fine. The reality is, for me and Chicken, like we can,
Whatever's fine.
like
Yeah.
me and him are going to be a lot more flexible on what we
Okay.
play to
So
make it
you
work
want
for
to
everyone
do?
else.
Wait, are you saying Nurgle? So if we do Nurgle here into what? Cathay or like what
I
else?
mean,
Like what? Or I feel like if I went to Demons of Chaos, that'd be a stomp.
I think you would just run them over. Yeah. I
I
mean, for
mean,
me,
I'm not.
Cafe Nurgle is competitive and Dom.
That sounds good to me.
So like,
If Null is cool with it, then I'm cool with it.
yeah.
I think that's with the Pestigores. I think there's a match there for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
And the
sure. Like the
Furies.
Pestigores is what really changed it. Like between
Yeah.
Pestigores and Furies, like it becomes like a game of chicken between like Crows and Furies, and then like Pestigores and shooting. But there's some tech that I'm aware of. That
Yeah.
can,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give too much away since it's my match, but
yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not going to say anything else past
okay.
that.
Stingers likes Nurgle into Grand Cathay, so that says something. All right, I'm down to try it. I love Grand Cathay. I love playing as them, so I am happy. So last one, I'm just gonna pull Lizards out and we can look at it. So of what's left here, what do you think we got the best even match on Dom? That's
Oh
the
God,
real.
Chicken and I can fight the Skaven Mirror.
Oh, geez, if you want.
That would be so fucked. That's such a chaotic match.
Oh, do it then. That'd be fun.
Let's just assign it, and then I can talk with Chicken, and we can go from there.
Okay. Okay.
That assigns it for the time being.
All right. Well, there we go. That's the thing. I think we got it. Like you guys can tweak your match and that's fine, but
Yeah, like to be honest, like if I have to play anything that's left over, I'm okay with that to make things work, and I think Chicken would be as well.
Woohoo! We have all the stuffs. Yes, I'm not
I
asleep
think we got a
yet.
good preliminary.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure some people are gonna like when more people wake up, they're gonna be like, wait.
I think we've got a pretty good thing here. I think we did a hell of a job.
Solid. This is pretty.
Yeah,
manageable.
I'm feeling pretty proud of this. I think we did great.
Good job.
All
guys.
right, so I think we can call it on the stream. And we're good.
I think so. Yeah, I think this looks good.
Thanks for
You'll know for later, Stingers.
Thanks for hosting this, Big JP. Yes, you're the moderator here.
Yeah.
Yes, and also Dustman and Chicken for doing the picking.
Yeah, absolutely.
This can't be easy. There's no. This is extremely difficult. Like too many factors. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This went a lot quicker than I thought it would. But it probably helps that we're all like really aware of like player strengths and whatnot. So.
Alright, well, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Thanks everyone
All right.
for coming and watching. And yeah, it's not finalized, right? Like you were saying. So I guess things can still change. When
Like
Chicken's around.
like I mean, like I think the vast majority of things are set in stone now. But like, if there's a couple like hairline things we need to fix, I'm open to like some like little like tiny adjustments to a few things.
I would say if you're doing this and if you're in this and you see your matchup and you have an issue, let us know like right away. Like I don't want this to go past this weekend where we're
Like-
making adjustments. People need to know what they're playing so they can start practicing ASAP. So
maybe we set a deadline of like by Monday morning. Like we need to know if you have like a big concern.
Yeah, I'd like to even say by like tomorrow afternoon. Like
I
tomorrow
would say
evening.
like 24 hours should be more than enough.
24 hours. Yeah,
there's
by
an issue.
tomorrow, noon our time, like noon Central Standard Time. I think that's GMT -5. So whatever that would be, in England 9. No, 5. So yeah, I think try to let us know within 24 hours if there's any major issue with the matchups, and we'll address it as best we can. But I think we did a pretty good job.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you on October 13th on Turin's channel.